Am I live? Get my computer going. Hey, I think I did it. Welcome, everybody. Hello. Look what I got in the mail today. Welcome to my third live stream. This is going to be probably shorter. I'm finding out that all my other live streams kind of cut off and I don't get a good night, goodbye, thank you for joining. It just stops. My internet puts out on me before a year or an hour, I guess. So I'm going to kind of keep this at 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. Tell us everything we've missed. Hey, Raul, how you doing, brother? Thanks for joining me, man. Oh, we've got the Bearded Giants in the house too. Welcome, Andrew. McCoy's Oak Hill Farms. Thank you for joining me. It's been crazy busy for me. Let's do a mic check. How's a mic and video check before I continue just to kind of speak and you guys can't hear what I'm saying? Yeah, what you been doing? What you've been doing? So can you hear me okay, Andrew? All right, awesome. I can hear you. H-E-R-E. Huh? Huh? All right, guys. So I just got done with my first opera. It's actually kind of my first show that I've done in 25 years, and it's the first show that I did with my son. And man, I tell you, it was awesome. It was an amazing show. So much work went into it. It was only for 2 shows. The shows were about 50 minutes long. So I took the whole entire week off. I didn't do any projects here in the workshop. I haven't done any videos or anything. I've been working on the sets. We had another show the weekend before we were supposed to get in there. They just closed on Sunday and they struck down the set, meaning they cleared everything, broke apart all of their props and their sets and pieces and stuff like that. And it was a big show. It was the Buddy Holly show, and it was really good. I'm not much of a Buddy Holly fan, so the music, it was a lot of music, but a really good show. A lot of friends that I know were in that show. Anyways, we got the Performing Arts Center, I'll call it the PAC, P-A-C, Performing Arts Center. We got it on Monday, and we had to do our show on Saturday, so we only had 1 week to build a set, and it was a ginormous set. It was the a mall and the night visitors that I've mentioned before in the past, and the set was the inside of the house of a mall who was a disabled boy and his mother, a poor widow, and we built the whole entire set. I did most of the set building. I did all the painting. I faux painted plywood to look like old rotted panels, and we got a working window. I must have made 100 faux stones out of 1-inch foam insulation. So I would cut a shape and then I would sand it, shape it on a belt sander, and I painted it, added highlights and details and shading and stuff to it, and glued it on. So the set, which I have some pictures and I have videos, and I'm going to put together a short little film. I didn't do any build videos because we only had 5 days to build this whole complete set. And those of you guys know out there who perform or make videos for YouTube know that it takes 2 to 3 times longer to do anything if you have to keep moving your camera and getting different angles and stuff like that. So anyways, built this set. 3 hours before we opened our first show, I just finished painting. So it was crazy, crazy busy. And so anyways, we did the show on Saturday, and we had another show Sunday afternoon, and it was just awesome. And then Sunday night, after we finished the show, we had to tear everything down. So as we kept building the set and I was painting it, I just kept saying, I just think in 3 days we get to take this down. Hey, just think 2 days we have to tear this all down. Well, on Saturday while I was still painting, I said, hey, just think tomorrow we have to tear everything down. But it went pretty smooth. It only took about 3 hours to get everything torn down and put away and cleaned up and ready for whatever the pack has coming up, different production company and such. So yeah, look, this is the Bearded Giants t-shirt. I just got it in yesterday. I thought I would wear it on my live stream today. Andrew has a link in the chat room here that you can go to his store, show him some love, buy a shirt. He's got hoodies and shirts. You got a hat too, I believe, like a ball cap. So show some support. There was a video out there, some guy wearing his sweatshirt. I don't remember who it was that got it, but it was kind of cool to see his logo in a different video, completely different video than him. Let's see. Luke did it. Luke, is that his Luke Fugate? Is that his channel, or is that just his name? And I also, it's his name. Okay. Yeah, Luke, it was pretty cool if you're watching or see this. I do have a link where you can buy Bearded Woodworker t-shirts too. I only have 2 t-shirts right now and 2 coffee mugs, but I am looking to make the site that I use. I thought you could choose different colors and different styles, but you can't. So I'm working on that. I want to put out a woman's t-shirt too, like for my wife to have one and wear. That would be super cool as well. So anyways, after Sunday, tore down the set, and I thought I would have a chance to rest. And then Monday came around, and I had an opportunity to go get some free firewood. So I jumped on that, and on my way home from dropping my son off, my truck was making some noise for the last couple of weeks, and it started making worse noise. So I came home, took off the tire. It was the front driver's side tire, and the wheel bearing was totally shot. So I ended up spending the day looking and trying to fix that. And if you guys are on my Instagram, go to there and see what happens when you don't chuck your wheels. It was pretty scary. Slow motion, you could see the truck wanting to move, and all I could do was try to hold to get something underneath it, but I just knew I couldn't hold that much weight. I mean, I'm strong and all, but anyways, it started coming down, so I just let it go. I got out of the way. Luckily, that's the only injuries right there. A little pinky. Oh, owie on my pinky. But anyways, chop your wheels, man. Put down a piece of wood, put down a brick or whatever. I had chalked the back tire, so when I jacked it up so it wouldn't go backwards, but it decided to come forward, so I kind of brain farted and didn't chuck both sides of the wheels. So anyways, make sure you do that. But I ordered a part on Amazon, $40, free shipping next day. It got here like at 10 o'clock in the morning. So then Tuesday I was able to get the truck up and running, and we're back on the go. And then I saw also some videos, and I checked around, and it was about $400 or $500 if I brought that in to a mechanic to have done. And I'm not really a mechanic, but I'm just one of these type of guys that can kind of figure a lot of things out. And I've done a lot of work in the past, right, Andrew? Changed brakes on multiple different cars, wheelbarrows changed, simple stuff, you know. It's a 2004 Dodge Dakota This was the Bearded Giant's old rig, and I have a 96 Suburban, and those are easy to work on because it's a V8 big block and just everything is there. It's not all this computer stuff. So anyways, that was good. Got it taken care of. Let's see what else is going on. I had a meeting with the people in Reedsport. I think it's a go on this 25-foot by 90-foot mural I'm going to be doing this spring and this summer. It's a go on Newport. I've got a 24-foot by 12-foot mural that I'm doing for them. It's got panel mural, so I'll be painting that here at the house, and hopefully I'll get some time-lapse video on that for my other channel, which is Kraken Studios, not the Bearded Woodworker. And man, I've been slacking, but I've got like 4 or 5 videos in the edit works right now that, yeah, I did have Gary's Garage. I had Gary's Garage before, and then there was multiple Gary Garages out there. There's multiple Bearded Woodworkers out there too, but less Bearded Woodworkers than Gary Garage. Yes, you're right. I will put a link in the description. Andrew put a video link to me getting my new shirt, and in that video is a link to my small little store. If you guys want to visit that out too. So anyways, gonna be busy doing some murals, but I've got 4 or 5 projects in my editing computer right now that hopefully I'll get something out by Friday. You guys saw me putting some Danish oil on that fireworks stand that I did on my second live episode. That's the next video that I'll be putting out. I have a door video that I'll be putting out. That's all done. I'll have a change your kitchen faucet. That video is done and just needs to be finished up as well. And what else do I have? I have the laundry room. I remember that laundry room. It's gonna take forever. Crosscut Creations, welcome. I'm glad you stopped by. Dan Homestead, thanks for being here. Almost Homestead, hello, welcome. Getting started on homesteading. Thank you for being here too. And my mom's here. Poor boo-hoo. She says that must have been when I showed her my little pinky. She has a lot of heart for her baby. Raul is here. Almost Homestead is here. Let's see if I missed anybody. I appreciate you guys coming here. I don't know if I should say anything, but I'm going to because it's really exciting. We watched that new show that was on earlier this spring or the summer called Making It with, what's his name? I can't think of his name now. The manly man with the beard, and Pooler, I think her name is Ron. Is it Ron? Help me out. Have you guys seen Making It on NBC? I think it is. Let me see here real quick. Can't believe I can't remember his name. Hopefully I didn't just screw anything up here. All right. Nick Offerman. That's right. Nick Offerman and Amy Pooler had a show, and it was really about like crafting and creative people, which it's a video. It's a competition where they kind of have projects to do, and then they weed people out, and the final person wins. I think it was $10,000 or something. Anyways, I'm like, wow, man, this is really cool. It's right up my alley. So I went ahead and just filled out the online audition or application that they had. And that was months ago, and I kind of forgot all about it. Last week, I got a call from their casting director asking for some more photos. They want 10 to 15 more photos to send to her. Now, I don't know if that's going to turn out to anything, and I probably shouldn't say anything, but it got me really excited that it was one step closer to possibly being on a TV show. So I'm going to keep it hush hush. I'm sure if they cast people, they tell you not to say anything, then you go through the whole process and then you can't say anything till it airs and stuff. But anyways, I'm just saying that because Jimmy DeRessa was the guy that was working in their little woodworking area helping the people too. So if I can meet Nick Offerman, who's a woodworker, and Jimmy DeResta, man, that would just be like totally awesome. And if I only made it through the first episode, that would be cool too. But I know what's in here, and I'm sure I would make it farther than one episode. But yeah, thank you. Congrats, huh? I don't know. But anyways, like I said, I probably shouldn't even say anything, and I doubt they'll even watch this video. So we'll see what happens. But that is still exciting. I also wanted to kind of thank Andrew the Bearded Giant and Kevin from Hope's Works Homesteading. I watched their last two videos. I caught Kevin live, but I was at rehearsal when Andrew was. But I just think that it was awesome of you two both to just kind of open up to us and tell us how real you are and kind of let us know the problems that you face or are facing and this community that we found here on YouTube. So far, there's a lot of good positive things. I rarely see any negativities in my videos, which is just awesome. So I like to keep the positive flow going too. And Kevin and Andrew, man, that was just awesome to hear you guys open up and just kind of get it out there and let the real world know that that's life, and you're moving on, and you're still creating videos, and we're still putting content out there, and you're still getting subscribers. And Kevin just got over 1,000 subscribers, and that's like awesome. Andrew got 1,000 subscribers a few weeks ago at with a Thanksgiving time or something. So Kevin was great. Yeah, it was heartfelt. It really was. So yeah, I don't know if Kevin is on here. Kevin, if you're watching, man, thanks for a great show last week. What else do I have? I wrote things down, but I wrote it on my Galaxy Note, which I'm using for the live stream. So I kind of forgot to write things down there. Since we're kind of mid through, I'll go ahead and I'll tell my joke for the week here. Let's see if I can remember this one. I kind of forgot I was going to tell a joke. But here in Walport, it's a very small town. We've got about 2,000 people, 2,500 people. And there's one bar. People go down to this bar. And the local sheriff, he says, you know what? Today I'm going to put a little stake out. I'm going to catch me some guys driving drunk and write some tickets and make some money. So he parks across the street of the bar. This one guy comes out stumbling, can't walk a straight line. The guy's like, ooh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. So he watches this guy and he takes out his keys. And he's fumbling through his keys, he keeps dropping them, and he just can't keep himself up. So people come out, they get in their cars and they start leaving. He picks up his keys and he goes to put it in and he can't figure out which key it is, and he's just having a hard time. And the sheriff's like, ooh, this is gonna be good. Just gonna be good. Get in your car, you drive, I'm gonna pull you over, More people come out and they get in their cars and they leave. And this guy's just stumbling out there for like 10 or 15 minutes. Finally gets his car unlocked. He gets in the car and he starts it. And he starts to drive away. And by this time, there's hardly any cars left over at the bar. The second he starts driving, bloop, he turns on his lights. He drives behind this guy and he pulls him over. Guy pulls over, rolls down his window. Says, good evening, officer. What seems to be the problem? Can I help you with something? Boy, don't you give me that. I saw you stumbling for your keys, can't walk in a straight line. You're about to drive while you're drunk? He says, no, officer, I'm not drunk. You're drunker than a skunk. You can't tell me that. I saw you back there flipping around your keys. Get out of your car, please. So he gets out of his car and he decides to give him that sobriety test. He's got him doing his thing and touching his nose and walking a line. The guy's passing. He's not slurring. His eyes aren't bloodshot. He says, I don't understand this, sir. I watched you struggle. I watched you walking crooked, trying to get into your car. If you ain't drunk, I don't know what it is. The guy says, no, sir, I'm not drunk. I can't drink tonight. I'm the designated decoy. Huh? I don't know. I don't know if that one is as good. I'll come up with a better one next week. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you for laughing. Oh, we have somebody, Sergio. Hola. I know, oh, no, hola español, no. But welcome. Thank you. Thank you. A solid 7.5. All right. That's good. Out of 10, not 100. Andrew. Let's see. I also had something else I was going to share with you. So I told you I was going to put together a video of a mall in the night. Visitors. Talked about making it. I talked about my car. I am going to join, and most of you guys here online are the guys that belong to content creators. And those of you that don't know what content creators are, I bet we could get a link out there to come join this month's is going so it's a collaboration video where we come up with a theme, and it's like 1 minute or 2 minute, and this month is going to be how-to 2-minute videos. I talked about it before with possibly doing the little snowman out of the terracotta pots, but I am going to do it, and it's due on the 20th, so everyone's going to put out their 2-minute how-to winter themed video. And the idea of this is to watch it and then go to the playlist and watch everybody else's videos, just a little 2-minute video, and kind of learn different things. And I think there's going to be proper weatherization, or somebody might talk about how to drive in the snow, or how to prepare your garden for wintertime, or that kind of stuff. And I think I'm going to stick to a woodworking project, and I might do a simple kind of a 3-dimensional star, because I'm going to go with my winter theme is going to be more towards like Christmas, and I might see if I can't make that star a tree topper, which I think could be cool. Almost homesteading. He's trying to finish his right now. Yeah, it's coming up. It's the 12th, so I've got 8 days. Green Acres Homestead put up that link, content creators. So any of you creators out there that have a YouTube channel and want to get involved, go to that link, check us out. I believe you have to be accepted. I got in, I think, as a Bearded Giant. Did I mean the 19th? No, I thought I meant the 20th. What do you know that I don't know? Good people, good resources. Yes, and here they are. Really good resources. So the t-shirt again. What, do you want me to show off the t-shirt again? Let's see. Bearded Giant t-shirts, hoodies, and hats are here. There you go. 20th is a Thursday. Yes. Yes, I believe that is the day that we are doing it. So, Mom, on YouTube, you can put a video and you can actually upload it to video, and you can set a time. So, day, time for it to premiere, and it will automatically go on. And so, I believe it was the 20th. If you guys, yes, it's the 20th of every month. It says Okanawa Farms and Green Acres. Did Kevin? Oh, hey, Kevin. That's all right. Plumbing project not going so well. Oh, man. I'll tell you, they say every plumbing project takes 3 trips to the hardware store. And I find that that is absolutely true, because you think you got everything you need, and then once you start taking things apart, you don't have what you need. Then you go and you get what you need, and you come back and you go to put that on, and then it's something else. And I tell you, when I was younger, I thought, man, maybe I could be a plumber, because they make great money, right? Oh, so glad I didn't go that route. I'd rather be an electrician, I think, than a plumber. And maybe if you've got your big box truck and you have tons of different plumbing supplies with you, but when you do stuff at home, oh, it's awful. So as you can, we'll see when I put up my video on swapping out a simple little faucet in my kitchen, I had to run to the hardware store because I didn't have the new faucet set higher than the old one, and my hose wouldn't reach the cold water. And to find out that the hose that I used was actually like a toilet. It was a hose that came from the toilet, so whatever was there, the old one was wrong, so I ended up replacing it. So, but I just lied, I guess, too, because I only made 1 trip to the hardware store for this one. Typically it's 3, I guess. Typically it's 3. Yes, and Andrew, you can attest to that too, because you had some issues with your hot water heater or something, right? You were running new plumbing, and decided we were going to do a video, and it became 1 trip after another and after another, after headache after headache, and you decided, you know what, I just wanted to get it done. So you just did it, right? Hot water heater almost kicked my butt. Think service call. Plumbers fix clogged toilets. Electricians fix light bulbs. Yeah. I know 3 things about plumbing. Poo runs downhill. Oh, Kevin, I'm so glad you learned that. Did you learn it the hard way? If it drips, you did it wrong. And plumbing is wet, and I hate it. Right there. Man with wise words. And if I'm not mistaken, Andrew, maybe you can help me out there. The toilet was actually invented in Seattle, Washington, I believe. They have an underground tour that you can take in Seattle, and the way that the streets were, buildings and stuff were up high, and I believe these sidewalks were down 6 feet or something. And as the city progressed and the future came, they covered up the sidewalks. Well, they only put like a lid on it, and you can go to the tour, go underneath, and they show a bunch of stuff, and they talk a little bit about the toilets and how tall, or like the gravity that you needed for the toilets to work. And it was kind of cool. I haven't done it in many years. We talk about wanting to go bring Alex and do that whole experience as a family. So now Seattle's like 6-hour drive away, when it used to be 2.5, 3 hours, I think, when we lived in Portland. So underground tour is really cool. Yeah, Andrew did it. Yes, Green Acres, thank you. No matter what I say, I am right. It is my show, right? I'm really excited that I learned how to do the live feed. So I think what happened last week, I needed to click on the screen. There was a little, it looked like a calendar, I guess. I just needed to click the calendar and then click on that thumbnail is what I did tonight to get me going. So that was pretty right. Andrew says there's a Portland Shanghai tunnel tour. Yeah, so I haven't been on that one, Andrew, but I did hear stories that you come up from underground, like in the middle of a sidewalk or something outside of a restaurant. So people are sitting there eating, and then all of a sudden, uh, people come out from the street or the sidewalk. It must be really cool. Is that what happens, Andrew? Did you do that? They would kidnap people to work the ship. Well, yeah. I mean, it's a sad story, but a good tour, right? So next on my agenda is the Little Mermaid. So I'll be doing sets for that. And we have a 16-foot by almost 4-foot tall, like we're building a ship. And it's going to be a step down with some stairs and a big captain's wheel. And it's going to be 16 feet long. And it's just going to be the deck of the ship. So it's the deck of the ship. And then at the very end, it kind of steps up. So we have that. And then I designed it so the sides kind of fold in together. And they'll fold out and be another about 16 to 20 feet long. So it's going to be a very long ship. And again, we don't have access to the path right now because there's Christmas performances going on. So again, we're going to be doing this probably in about 2 weeks worth of work to design and build entire set for a Little Mermaid. Raul, it is in Portland, Oregon, is the Shanghai tour that Andrew was talking about, and then Seattle, Washington is the underground tours that I went to. And I actually went there with my late aunt Nancy. She took me there, and with her husband at the time, I believe my cousin. And they say if you spot a rat, you need to yell "rat" and kind of point at it so everybody knows who's down in the tunnel. So they won't, step on it or get weirded out or whatever. But we didn't see any rats while we were in the tunnel. But after the tour in the tunnel, you come out into the gift shop, of course. And my aunt bought me a t-shirt. It said I survived the underground tours, and it had a rat's face on it. Then on the back of it was a rat butt. But anyways, so we're in there, and they have this big box full of these rubber rats. They're black rubber rats. And we're all looking, and I look over and see that, and I yelled and pointed, "Rat! Rat!" And everybody in the gift shop freaked out and didn't know what I was doing, and they saw that I was pointing. And I think I embarrassed my aunt, and she remembers that story forever. She would tell it. But that's just kind of what I do. So that was fun. Seattle, Washington. Yes, Mom. At least the Little Mermaid is for 3 weekends, and so there is 3 shows a weekend for 3 weekends, so that's 9 shows, plus we're doing 3 shows for the school, I believe. So there'll at least be a total of 12 shows and not 2. And what's great about this production that's doing Little Mermaid is they involve a lot of the kids. So a lot of shows out there are adult orientated, a lot of adult actors and teenagers, but they don't really call for a lot of kids. Well, this specific production is kind of if you come as a child and audition, you're kind of in the show, and they cap out at a certain number. And I think we must have 20 plus kids from 1st grade to 4th or 5th grade. And then of course my son, but he's so big and tall that he does the things with the adults, which is kind of awesome. But anyways, they put on discounted shows for the schools all down the county, and for 2 or 3 days, I don't remember, because I went one time when Alex was in school. I chaperoned, and we saw Peter Pan. So they sell tickets at $1 or something a piece to the schools, and then the schools do a field trip and they bring the kids and come see the show, because a lot of kids out here don't go to theater, or their parents don't know anything about where to find theater, or they can't afford it, and there are a lot of poverty people and kids and stuff here. So I think it's awesome that we can do that for the kids, and there's nothing better than throwing a Disney related Broadway show in front of a whole bunch of kids laughing and having a good time. So I look forward to that. I am now at a little over half an hour, and I told my joke. I told you guys what I've been up to and what I've got coming up in the future. I'd hate to go on any further and have my internet go out on me. So like I said, I was going to keep this at about a half an hour. So unless you guys have any questions for me, I will give a few moments for you, somebody who wants to ask a question in the comment. But I think this was a pretty successful show, I guess. I know I haven't been around for the last couple of weeks, and I'm excited and looking forward to getting some more projects out and getting some more content out there. And I'm excited that hopefully I'll be hitting 5,000 subscribers soon. I only need another 700, I think. So if you guys know anybody who'd like to support a big old white bearded guy who builds things and does home improvement, pass on my link. Give me a like. And yes, Andrew, we should collab and get something going. And no, unfortunately, I have not fixed the shoe shine box yet, but it is on my list of things to do. Thank you, Kevin. That would be nice. So thank you all for being here, Mom. It was great that you joined me again. I will put out a notification again next week for another live show on Wednesday, which I will be telling you the night before Christmas, bearded woodworker style. If you guys haven't seen my video, it's a story not to be missed. Thank you guys. Love you all. Thank you for being here and your support. Smash that like button, and we will see you guys next week.